there teaching this wickedness, and then come over here and turn your nose up. Bitch, and we have been over here 400 years. Bitch, we'll tell motherfucking mud hole, and you wicked motherfuckers. Thinking y'all gonna come and all the misery we done been through over here in this motherfucking land. And then y'all gonna bring y'all bitch ass over here and turn you. And that ain't everybody. But for the motherfuckers that do, I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers know. You better get on that boat, take your ass right back where you came from. Cause this misery over here, somebody gonna pay for it. And if you come bring your coon ass over here trying to justify, bitch, we going upside your motherfucking head. Flat the fuck out. And that's a given. We cannot let these motherfuckers come over and they've been over here sucking the Belgian dick and over there sucking the French dick. And over there fucking sucking the British dick. Y'all niggas talk more British, talk more French, talk more Belgian than the goddamn European, than the goddamn Peckerwood. And come over here totally indoctrinated into white man worship. Y'all niggas got more white Jesus in goddamn Africa than they got in Europe. They got a black Madonna and the holy black Madonna all throughout Europe. And then you go down to Africa and all you niggas got is white Jesuses.
Got money, fast money. I ain't lying. You know what we do, man. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. You know what we do, man. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. You know what we do, man.
Is this who we want our children to grow up to be like? Inquiry minds want to know. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk 101, The Awakening, the Gangsters channel. Now, we recently had a runner-up to be governor, a man who has a black face. Remember, as I spoke about this before, that we have a lot of these people with black faces, but with white hearts. Now, of all things, he's trying to run his campaign, which he's being pretty much what you want to call it, a help or a butler type character who wants to, in order to get in a position, he want to be used to do something like this, to abolish Black History Month. Now, this is what I said before, that we have a lot of these people with black faces, but they're not from here. Apparently, this guy with a face, with a round face, would I say he's African? I doubt it. But I guarantee you, if you look up his background or ethnicity in a case, you'll find out that he's not one of us. Yet he can be one of us, belonging to the tribe. But however, we had guys who betrayed Christ, who was also one of us. So now we have a man who wants to run and say he wants to abolish Black History Month. Why? Is it him, or is it someone else behind that puppet who wants to achieve this because they want to really, as the generation come up, they don't want to be looked at, and this is what I say, how prominently they try to hide their image. They don't want their image to be tarnished, even with the ideal of slavery, because they know what they're doing now and what they've did their ancestry history and so on and so on. So it's quite obvious that they don't want to be looked upon as being the tyrants that they are. This is why they want to abolish it. Why would a black man want to abolish it when he's not even a person of this status? Who wants to abolish slavery? These niggas have nothing else better to do but to come after us, and just shows you again, it's just us against the world. Because they all have received the mark of the beast. And of all things, to show you why do you want, oh my goodness. So you don't want to be known to be the tyrants that you are. So now when this generation come about, you don't want them to even think about it. You want to get rid of it, but you have to pay your dues, and you haven't paid your dues yet. They haven't paid their dues yet for crippling a race. And they don't want to make it right. So now, this is who you want your children to look like and to be like. This is what their education will conform us to become like. Because their spirit, you integrate your spirit with theirs. So you have became like them. You despise the Lord's people. Being that you are the Lord's people, but now you despise them. You have received, they have received the mark and the image of the beast. I mean, what is your purpose of doing such thing? What's the purpose? Why do you want to abolish Black History Month? We've been attacked on all sides. We're about to sooner or later be drawn to live into tent. Because as we vote for our demise, we are allowing them to have others to come upon us. That we may dwell into tents. Now, I recently seen Asians, they have been saying that there's been a lot of attacks. And understand, this is a Democratic Party's. When you see these cameras and these footages of people mugging Asian people, understand a lot of them could be the Democratic Party agents to propagate around in the media. And as I stated before, we've been murdered and killed and have shown to have any rights as long as we've been here. So now they say that the Asians, they have been brutally attacked for quite some time, but yet it hasn't been known. So all of a sudden now, you make an executive order to protect the Asians. Meanwhile, ours have been in open view for decades. And you haven't even made that attempt publicly, not even publicly, to say that or to do that for us What is that showing you? What is that showing us? But see, when you become part of a society that you now have received the mark of the beast, it is totally fine to you. You agree that we're being killed and we're unprotected because you feel like you're not one of us. Therefore, you have received the mark of the beast. Under the spirit and the image of what this man has portrayed to be. You're all under that spirit. Are you a Christian spirited? Because you represent that. That's his image. And a lot of you have fallen into that. So what makes us to be the prime target who are also looked upon? I find it quite ironic that the Asian have been brutally attacked 18,000 over a certain period of time and blah blah blah, that no one ever heard of it. So by everybody's not hearing about it, have not known about it because it wasn't making the newspapers and all this other stuff, yet ours has been publicly displayed and no one has signed executive order to protect us from racist cops. So are there racists who are attacking Asians? Of course they are. If that's the case, if they're doing this. But again, it's propaganda and it's just a way to put in the media, to use the media to say, look, what we have to do this for these people because they've been attacked, blah, blah, blah. But we already know what it is. And it makes me understand that, remember what I said before, that it's kind of funny how we have all these killings and all these protesters during the election. And when after the election, you don't hear anything about it anymore. Why is that? Who's controlling the media? These people playing a game with us, and mind control is real. Because many of you will see it, but yet you will still ignore it as if it don't exist. Gather yourselves, O nation, that is not desired, before that day come upon you. Gather yourselves, O nation, who is not desired. Do you fit that description? Do we fit that description? It is real as it get. He wants to demolish slavery. Like, what the hell have we've done to deserve that? We've been beaten, we've been killed. Why do you want to destroy that? Let him say, we want to not acknowledge the Jewish Holocaust. And watch what happens. What do you think will happen? You see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. You guys got to wake up, man. They're trying to do us in. We're not Africans. We don't have the same spirit as they do. Our aura is different than them. So stop claiming something that you're not. We are not the same people. They know that they're not the same people. Now it's time for us to know that we're not And we need to separate ourselves from that image that they've thrown upon us. Not the Africans thrown upon us, but this man who's been trying to destroy us for quite some time. He's put this image of African American upon us. So we need not to accept that identity, because that is not us and we're not the same people. We don't have the same spirit as they do, nor the likeness. Are Eskimos black? You understand what I'm saying? Are the people, the tribe that Kamala Harris from, aren't they black? They're black. This is Real Talk. Holla.